good to be in Pennsylvania. Let's get started. Child's pose. I'm Harold, for those of you who don't know. Let's hope all our people in the virtual world can hear us. Nobody has the camera on, so we're just going to assume they can. If not, let us know somehow. A lot of things going on in the studio. Check out the website to find out. Probably one of the biggest things is teacher training is coming up again. And you're probably thinking, I have no desire to ever be a yoga teacher. And Harold Smith said the same thing 9 years ago when I took teacher training. I do a lot of things in my business for personal and professional development, from Dale Carnegie, Sandler, Zig Ziglar, all these things. Yoga training here was the best value I've ever gotten at a personal and professional development. So think about it. It's 8 weekends spread out a course of about 9 months. Now we spread your fingers out, push your forehead down, push your heels back to your hips, take a big inhale, fill up completely, pause, open up your mouth and let it go. Take a big inhale, fill up with all the good fresh air, and then let go of everything that doesn't serve you or help you. Then start thinking about your yoga breath. It's called a Jayu, that breath of force and power. It's a big inhale through your nose, constrict the back of your throat, fill up completely, pause. Then exhale through your nose with force. Should be a loud breath. Should be audible, like kind of fog up a mirror, talk like Darth Vader. If you can't hear your neighbor breathe, breathe for them. Now really push your hips back as you walk your fingertips off the right side of your mat and open up the ribs on the left side of your body. Then come back to center and walk them off the other side. Then come back to center. Take some little head rolls. Roll your hair left and right. And come up to tabletop. Now really ground down. Your knees are right under your shoulders. Your spine is long. As you exhale, think of that angry Halloween cat. Take your belly button up to your spine like it's being pulled up to the ceiling. Pause. And then come forward. Let your collarbones open up as you look up. Then go back and forth with your breath. Maybe you want to do a little bit more. Maybe lift a leg, bend a hip, move around in a circle. Let your heart come down to your mat. Whatever you need to get your own body a little more into the flow. Then come back to center, tabletop. Right hand forward, push your left foot back. Turn your thumb up. Now this time keep your hips level, point your toes to the center of your mat. On exhale, elbow to knee, bring them in and touch. Inhale and expand. Draw in, push away. One more time, draw in, make yourself into that tiny little ball. Long. Now reach back and grab the outside of your left foot with your right hand. Your thumb points up. Then release. Left hand forward, right foot back. Make yourself long. Then draw in. Push away. Draw in. Make yourself really long. Then draw in. Make yourself into that tiny little ball. Expand. Reach back and grab the outside of your right foot. Then release. Downward facing dog. Now, it might be your first down dog of the day. Take your dog for a walk, bend one knee, straighten the other, maybe roll out, lift a leg up, bend your hip open, whatever you need. Then come back to center, find some stillness. Allison, how is the audio there? Just give me a thumbs up if it's good. Excellent. Now look back, your feet are hip width apart, and your ankles are hidden by your, no, let's do that right. Your heels are hidden by your ankles. It won't be the last mistake of the day. Come up with your tiptoes, bend your knees, let your shins hover ankle height, pull the pit of your belly in and up, straighten your legs. Up on your tiptoes with little baby steps, walk your feet to your hands at the front of your mat and hang in ragdoll. Now, a lot of things you can do. You can make a box, put your head in the box, and take some gentle sways left and right. Drop your fingertips down to your mat, walk them off one side and then the other. Then come back to center and forward fold. Now, forward fold, you bend your knees a lot. Let your chest come to your thighs. Your head hangs heavy. Halfway lift. Now, put your hands on your shins of your thighs. Push against your shins, and your shins push out. And really let your shoulder blades come together on your back. That's it. Fold. Halfway lift again. That's it. Now really bring your thoracic spine to your heart. Perfect. Fold. Now keep your chin tucked and roll up to standing. Your head is the last thing to come up. And we'll start in mountain pose. Take your shoulders up and back, palms forward. You're tall and you are powerful. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We'll start our class with one Om. Deep breath in. Om. Inhale and reach up. Exhale and fold. Half lift. Plant your hands, step back to high plank and hold. Remember, you can always come to your knees. Now lower down to low plank. That's just 90 degrees. Forward to up dog. Exhale back to down dog. Big breath in. On empty, look forward. Move forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Reach up and look up. Exhale as you fold forward. Half lift, chaturanga, high plank, to low, up dog, down dog. Take a big breath in on empty, soften your knees, look forward, jump forward. Half lift, fold, extended mountain, look up and back, exhale as you fold forward. Half lift, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Take a big breath in, on empty, move forward. Half lift, fold. Our last sun A, inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale as you dive forward. Half lift, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Take a big breath in, on empty, look forward, move forward. Half lift, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Look down, you want your feet to be pigeon-toed in a little bit. They can come a little bit closer, hip width apart. Pit of your belly in as you sit lower and reach higher. Pick your toes up, put the weight in the four corners of your feet. Soften your face, it makes it easier to smile. We can all sit 6 inches lower, reach 6 inches higher. It's all fun and games, it's just yoga. Fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right side, warrior one. Start with your cactus arms. Take your hands behind you in a bind. Shoulders are up and back. Humble warrior. Bring your right shoulder to your right knee. Maybe your hands go up in the ceiling. All the weight is in the back edge of your back foot. Play around a little bit. Maybe turn your heart up to the ceiling and then go the other way. Come back to warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left side, warrior one. Cactus arms. Shoulders are up and back. Then interlock your hands. You don't have to bring them down. Then humble warrior. Really push in the back edge of your back foot. Take your heel. Oh, that's it. You knew what I was going to say when I walked over. Now take some turns from side to side. Come back to warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Now we will flow. One breath, one body, one movement. Take a big inhale on empty. Look forward, move forward. Half lift, fold. Chair pose, one breath up, fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Take the whole breath to come up. Empty as you go to low plank. Fill to up. Empty to back. Left side. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. One breath in between. On empty. Look forward. Move forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Utkatasana. Fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Way to work. Big breath in. On empty, look forward. Float forward. Half lift. Fold. Chair pose. Fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Big breath in. On empty, look forward. Spring forward. Half lift. Fold. Chair pose. Fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. 3 big breaths. Inhale your right leg up. Make yourself long. Now slowly yawn your hip open, bend your knee. Look where you want your foot to land and flip your dog or stay there. Feet are hip width apart. Point your toes to the center of your body. Maybe wheel is there for you. Slowly flip back over, right side plank. You can always come down to your knee. You can plant your left foot. You okay, Jordan? Maybe you flex that top foot. Look at that beautiful right big toe as it floats up in the air. High plank, low plank, up dog, down dog. Inhale your left leg up. Bend your knee and yawn open. Now see how slowly you can flip your dog. Like a feather, you float down. Make your left thumb a drishti, a focal point as you watch it float down for left side plank. Now let your hips go up to the ceiling. Flex that top foot so much it floats up. Back to high plank, low plank, up dog, down dog. Inhale your right leg up. On empty, bring your knee to your nose and give it a kiss. Really round your back, push away. Draw it in again, really hug your thigh to your chest, hover, crescent lunge. You can always be on your back knee. You're going to be on the ball of your back foot. Start with your cactus arms. Then take your arms up. Interlock your thumbs, take your gaze up and back. Hands to heart center, lengthen, then twist to your right. You can interlock that left elbow. You can open your arms. Come back to crescent lunge. Open to warrior two. Now you're on, your back foot is flat. You want your heel closer to the back of your mat. Your front knee is bent 90 degrees. Most of you can take your front foot forward a little farther, a little farther. Flip your front palm, revolve your warrior. Straighten your front leg, grab your right wrist with your left hand, stretch the whole right side of your body. Back to warrior two, extended side angle. Make that whole side of your body long. Put your hand on your block so you're not twisting. You want your spine long. That's it. Now take a bind if you want, a full bind, bird of paradise. That's it, Jordan. If you're not in a full bind, both hands to the front. Turn your heart towards the ceiling. But stay low on that front knee. Bend it. Smile, makes it easier. Chaturanga. See, it does work, doesn't it? I was a scrawny little kid, and I had a guy that told me, if you don't want to get beat up, make people laugh, because they can't hit you when you're laughing. Inhale your left leg up. On empty, knee to your nose, really round your back, push away. One more time, draw in, really hover, crescent lunge. Start with those cactus arms. People always ask, why do I say cactus arms all the time? Because we are so bringing our shoulders together. Brings your shoulder blades together. Don't worry about bringing them down. Gravity does that. Then take your arms up. Interlock your fingers the way that doesn't feel right. You have a thumb you like. And look up and back. Hands to heart center. Twist to your left. Now you can take a bind or a full bind. Try to push that right hamstring up to the ceiling. Good adjustment, Jordan, Kylie. Let's come back to crescent lunge. Open to warrior two. Go as deep as you can to start. Really zip up pubic bone to your sternum. Flip your front palm, revolve your warrior. Straighten your front leg, grab your left wrist with your right hand, make that whole left side long. Back to warrior two, extended side angle. Always good to have a block or use your water bottle. If you want, take a bind, a full bind, bird of paradise. If you're not in a full bind, both hands to the front. Turn your heart towards the ceiling. And the best thing you can do is smile, because it just makes it easier. One more breath. Chaturanga. We're supposed to tell you you get the most out of the pose when you want to come out of it. So that's what we want you to always say. One breath longer. Take a big breath in. On empty, look forward. Float forward. Half lift. Fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana, thunderbolt. The pose of many names. Now pigeon toe your feet in. Think about pushing your ankle bones down and back. Pick your toes up. Really sit back in the four corners of your feet, hands to heart center. Everybody can sit a little bit lower. Hands to heart center, twist to your right. Now you can play. You can take a bind, a full bind, side crow, bird of paradise. But look down, your left knee wants to go forward. Push it back to square your hips. Very good, Adam. Let's come back to chair pose for one breath. Fold. Grab your big toes with your first and second fingers, your peace fingers. Halfway lift, and then melt. Just let it go. Shake your head yes. Then release your toes. Crow pose. Plant your hands right under your shoulders. You're going to put your knees on the outside of your triceps. And then you start by getting one toe up. And then the goal is 10. Sit, Marissa. Beautiful. Your gaze is just in front of your mat. Then shoot back to low plank. We all meet in down dog. Take a big breath in. On empty, look forward, move forward. Half lift, fold. Chair pose. So the Winter Olympics are on. Our favorite event is what? The ski jumpers. Well, it doesn't fit in chair pose. I'm sorry. When we have a pose that snowboarding works, we'll do that. But ski jumping is like this. Now get lower because they get really low. Hands to heart center, and you're ski boarding to the left. Snowboarding, I get. Is it ski boarding or snowboarding? Snowboarding. Now look back. That right knee wants to go forward. Pick your toes up. Concentrate on putting the weight in the four corners of your feet. We'll stay for 3, 2, 1. Back to chair pose. Fold. Palms to soles pose. Slide the palms of your hands under the soles of your feet. Bend your knees a lot. Give your wrists a little massage. Let your head hang heavy. That's it. Just shake it yes and no. Now play around with your balance. Put the weight in the balls of your feet. Get it out of your heels. If you get both heels up, you've done a handstand already. All right. Now this is just for Harold's enjoyment. Keep your hands under your feet. Walk to the back of your mat. Never gets old. Basket headstand or whatever inversion you want to do. Basket headstand, you're going to put your elbows right under your shoulders. Make a basket. And then put your head in the front of the basket. And bring your head up a little closer. That's it. Now straighten your legs. And you're going to walk them in as much as you can. Perfect. Now draw one knee in and hold it. Well, you can do both. And then take it up. Now really flex your feet and energize your core. Well, we all fall. You're not going to stay up here forever. That would be mean. So slowly come down at your, you're good. All right, Kylie. Really try to walk your hips in a little farther. Now draw up. There you go. Flex your feet a lot. Okay. Now squeeze on my hand. All right, you're on your own. Sorry. Child's pose or high hero. You can always practice this at home against the wall, but it's more just, you're going to fall. Everybody falls. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we do all these chaturangas to build up wrists, but your wrists are going to, so that's why we want you to cup your hands as much as you can. Like when you're doing your chaturangas, if you think about being a cat and you do like this, you get to the point where you can have most of your palm up, and that just builds everything in here. Because when you're flat, everything is in your wrists and your elbows. So it's just, yeah. All right, take a big breath in. On empty. Well, you're going to have to go back to downward facing dog to do that. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath. On empty, move forward. Half lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Equanimity part. Eagle pose, right side. Right arm under, right leg over. It's like you're on a fire pole. You want to be a straight line, shoulders over your hips, elbows up, hands away from your face. Switch sides. Release. Start with mountain pose again. Go back to chair pose. And then right side eagle. Bring your right leg over and take your right arm under. Now stay in the chair pose leg as you bring your elbows up. Airplane. Take your hands back, take your leg back, turn your toes to the center of your mat. Really push down with your hands. You're flying. You've got to see where you're going. Hands to heart center. Open to half moon. Now put your hand down on your block to make your spine long. And then you want to flex your back foot like you're pushing it against the wall as you take your gaze up to your fingers. Look up. Really energize your top leg. And then your bottom hand can come to your heart. And then fold. Come up to standing. Chair pose. Eagle pose left side. Left leg over. Left arm under. Airplane. Half moon. And once again, really push down into your top leg as your gaze goes up to your fingers to the ceiling. Now press that back foot so much that your bottom hand floats up to your heart. It floats up to your heart. Fold. Take a little wiggle jiggle. Come up to standing mountain pose. Hands on your hips, elbows back. Draw your right knee in or your right foot. And then you're going to open to your right. Your gaze and your left hand go out. Soften your standing knee a little bit. Beautiful. Keep your knee up. Come back to center. Hands on your hips. Push your right foot forward. Draw in. Push away. Draw in. Push away and hold it. Take your arms up. Airplane. Hands to heart center. Standing splits or handstand prep. You can walk your hands down your leg, or you can do some donkey kicks to prep for handstand. Both hands down, and you're just going to bend your leg and jump up 5 times, just like Adam's doing. Then come up to standing, mountain pose again. Hands on your hips, elbows back. Left side, left knee. Open to your left, look to your right. You guys are way too serious. It's just yoga. Come back to center, keep your knee up, push your left foot forward, draw it in, push away, draw it in, push away and hold it. Arms up, airplane. Standing splits or handstand prep, other side. That's it. You're getting some good air there, Marcella. Then make your way to mountain pose in the middle of your mat. Extended mountain, standing bow, or dancer pose. Standing bow, you're just going to reach back and grab the inside of your right ankle. Thumb points up. Keep your hips level as you push forward and kick back. Soften your standing knee. Good way to do that is pick up the toes on your standing foot. Switch sides. Keep your knees together, that's it, and really push your shin back. Take your other hand for a mudra, a visual focal point. All right, bonus round, right side again. Yeah, reach back and grab the inside of your right leg. That's it. And then grab it. And then push against me. That's it. You can push me over. Soften that standing knee. That's it. All righty, switch sides. Left side. Well, you can also do it where you grab both hands around. I have really tight shoulders, so sometimes I have to do it like that. Okay. It's equanimity. Some days you're in balance, some days you ain't. Make your way to the head of your mat. Tree pose. Ground down, right side. Right foot comes up to your shin or your thigh, or it can be a kickstand. Start with your hands at heart center. Interlock your fingers, push your palms forward, and take your arms up. Jordan, I like that. Take a little stretch one way, and then the other. Oh, that's good. All righty, switch sides. Take a different arm variation. Then close your eyes. You're a tree. You can bend. The wind's blowing, so you're going to bend a lot, side to side. And come back to center. Place both hands over your heart. Close your eyes. Reconnect with your purpose. You can put your foot down. Or you can stay up. I just give suggestions. Now reconnect with your breath and your purpose. Great time to congratulate yourself for doing the hard work. Kicking your own ass. Inhale and reach up. Exhale and fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Right side triangle. If you have that block, put it on the outside of your right foot. You're like a piece of toast in a toaster, one plane. Marissa, if you could bring your back heel in line with your other heel this way. Bring it back this way. Well, you can make it a little longer too, a little longer. Then turn your left foot so you're on your toes, kind of like a crescent lunge. Come down to your left knee for lizard lunge. Both hands are on the inside of your right foot. Inside, that's it. Now you can turn your right foot out to 2 o'clock or about 35 degrees for you millennials that don't know what 2 o'clock on a clock is. That's supposed to be funny. Come on the blade of your foot, hand on your thigh, and open up. Or, Adam, you can use it as an arm bar. You can put your right arm under your right knee and use it to balance. Maybe you have to put it on a block. It's always one more step. Then bend your left leg, reach back and grab the outside of your left foot with your right hand. Then release, and then do a split. Roll back onto your left heel and open up. Flex your toes on your right foot. When it comes to splits, I just dream about doing them. It's not something I can do. When I grow up, I plan on doing it. Then make your way back to down dog, left side triangle. Lizard lunge. Once again, you can turn your left foot out to like 10 o'clock. Come on the blade edge, hand on your thigh and roll open, not your knee, your thigh. That's it. Reach back and grab the outside of your right foot with your left hand, pinky toe side, thumb points up if you can. My arms aren't long enough either. And then do a couple splits, roll back and forth, stretch out your left leg, point your toes up. A little tight in the hamstrings? Okay. I can. All right, make your way back to down dog. Roll out to a high plank and lower all the way down onto your mat. Locust pose. Arms are long by your sides. You can tuck your toes under or make your toes long. You just want to be as long as you can. Palms down, shoulder blades together. Now look up and make yourself long. Release and come down. Take your hands behind you in a bind, shoulders up and back. Bound locust. Make yourself long. Bend your knees, floor bow. Grab the inside or outside. Try to keep your knees as close together as you can. Drive your shins back. Release. Windshield wiper your feet side to side one time. And then bow up again. Floor bow, second set. Let's have a little fun. Roll on your right side. Come back to center. Roll on your left side. Back to center. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, shoot through to staff pose. Seated forward fold. Or you could just go down really slow like that. Bridge pose. Interlock your hands behind you, shoulders together. Release and come down. Bridge or wheel, yogi's choice. If you can, you must. Inhale and go. You can stay here or come down. One breath down. Wheel number 2 or bridge. Inhale and go up. Come down. Inhale up. If you're in bridge, maybe bring your right knee to your chest and take your right foot to the ceiling. Knee to your chest, foot to the floor. Other side, knee in, foot up, foot down. Release and come down. Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. Happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet. Try to keep your whole spine in contact with your mat. Take your flexed feet up to the ceiling. You've already got your strap. All right. Since we have some tight hamstrings, and that's one of Harold's specialties, because he has very tight hamstring, take your strap. Of course, I get the one that's full of knots. And you're just going to put the strap around your right foot. Make your leg long. Other foot is flexed but on the floor. Draw your right leg up 90 degrees. That's it. Hold on to both sides of the straps. Try to have it straight up 90 degrees. That's it. Now let it fall across your body, and you're just going to hold it with your left hand. Put your right hand in your right hip crease to try to keep your hips level. Do you feel anything? A little bit? Okay. Then slowly come up, switch hands, and let your feet go the other way. Now this time your left hand is on your left hip to hold it down. Come up to center. Now really pull your foot up again. And slowly let it down and switch legs. Now you can do this at home if you don't have a strap. If you've got a man in your house that has an ugly tie or two, steal them and use them. Flex your foot a lot and let your left foot go across the right side of your body. Left hand on your left hip, pull it down. And slowly come up, switch hands, and let your foot go the other way. And your right hand pulls your hip down. Remember to breathe. It's very important. Slowly bring your foot up and then let it down. Bend your left knee. Take your right foot across. We're going to do pigeon pose on your back. So you're going to reach through and grab the inside of your left thigh. Keep your whole body on the mat, your whole spine. And you're going to push your right leg with your right elbow. Both hands go under. And try to push, well, your legs are switched, but you got the idea. Doesn't matter. We're going to do the other side. So just try to push this here and flex your foot. Flex both feet a lot. Switch legs. Then release. Waterfall pose. Take your flex feet up to the ceiling. I know you're thinking, we did not do any abs. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll make it up to you next week. So just get upside down, shoulder stand, handstand, whatever you do, maybe a block under your sacrum. Just let everything drain. Shoulder stands go to plow. And from plow to deaf man's pose, let your knees come around your ears. And use your arms like brakes and slowly roll out onto your back. Give yourself a giant hug. You deserve it. Maybe your forehead comes to your knees. Supine twist right. Let your arms go out to a T. Let your knees go to the right. Your gaze goes to the left. Come back to center and switch sides. Come back to center. Supta Baddha Kavasana. Soles of your feet together. Let your knees go wide. There's a cold eye towel at the top of your mat. Everybody's favorite pose, Shavasana. your toes. Point your fingers over your head, your toes long. Make yourself as long as you can be. Hug your knees into your chest, roll to your right side. Push yourself up to a comfortable seated position, facing any direction. Your eyes can be open or closed. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Really push your thumb knuckles into your chest. And we'll seal our class with one Om. Deep breath in. Om. Thumb knuckles to your forehead center. I want to thank you all very much for being here today. I really appreciate you being here. Today is kind of a momentous day for Harold. It would be 6 months of sobriety today. So thank you all for being here. Be kind to people that don't deserve it because they really need it more than you do. Namaste. Have a great one, everybody. Thank you very much. People in virtual land,